What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, once again, Marlo Knows Basketball and Marlo Knows Boxing. Back at y'all with another one. It's fight week, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it is fight week. We have Deontay Wilder going up against Zhilei Zhang. This is about to be a slobber knocker. Shout out to JR from WWE. This is about to be a barn burner. We got two knockout artists going at it. I don't see this fight lasting past 5 rounds. Somebody's getting knocked out. Somebody is getting knocked out. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be the most skilled fighter that comes on top here. And the unskilled fighter is going to be the one that gets knocked out, bro. And clearly, when I'm talking about the most skilled fighter in this fight, I'm talking about Zhilei Zhang. Deontay Wilder, and don't take this the wrong way, Wilder fans. I love Wilder. I love Deontay Wilder as a man. Pause. I think he's a great man. I think his reasoning for going into boxing, because his daughter needed that medical attention, and he was able to go into boxing and learn how to box to a certain degree and exceed any type of level that he probably thought he could going into it. You know, he just started boxing at the age of 20 years old and was able to become a world champion and make millions and millions of dollars. To date, he's probably grossed over $100 million if you combine all of everything that he's made, maybe 200 million possibly. And he's very definitely overachieved in that aspect. And I love a lot of the things that he talks about. You know, his most famous moment.
You said that your people have been fighting for 400 years.
Man, your peoples too.
So I just want you to explain what you mean by that.
You know what I'm talking about. Y'all all know what I'm talking about, man. Don't sit up here and try to bait and not know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what the I talk about when I say these things. Your people too.
Explain it. Not everybody knows what you're talking about.
Radio Raheem, I don't have to explain what's understood, man. You know what I mean by that. You know what I say by that. I ain't got to go further. And if anybody don't understand that, then God be with them. Go look up the history. Go look up the history. Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what. I dare you to sit up there and say, explain. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's fighting people. You know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
To this day. To this day. Man, I loved him for, speaking up against Oreo cookies like Radio Raheem and calling them out on their nonsense. Deontay Wilder is a hell of a great guy, man. And I agree with a lot of the things that he's done and the things that he said. Like I said, taking care of his family and making sure that his family was okay, and coming into boxing in the name of trying to save his daughter. You know, he's a great guy. However, I can't let my feelings for a person as a person cloud my judgment and judging them for their profession. Deontay Wilder is one of the most overrated athletes in the history of sports. And his buddy Tyson Fury is too. And Tyson Fury became overrated because Deontay Wilder was overrated. Deontay Wilder was never an elite fighter. He's probably the most unskilled champion that we've seen in heavyweight boxing history. The guy can't even throw a punch properly. He can't even throw a punch properly. It's ridiculous that somebody that throws punches like this was able to become a world champion. This is ridiculous. And that shows the era that he was in. There was no competition. He was able to dominate. And I called this years ago. When Deontay Wilder was supposedly the best heavyweight. I knew it was Anthony Joshua. And I knew Anthony Joshua was going to knock Deontay Wilder out and put to bed this whole hype job that Deontay Wilder was And it didn't come to fruition because Tyson Fury came out of retirement. And in my opinion, Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder all 3 times, man. All 3 times. Dominate him. He showed him that skills pay the bills, man. It's all about skills. Skills pay the bills. That whole athleticism and the power that Deontay Wilder has and his athleticism, that's going to get you only so far. You're going to beat unskilled fighters. You're beating cab drivers, Uber drivers, basically. But when you stepped in there with a world champion, a high caliber talent like Tyson Fury was, we saw the difference, man. He couldn't compete. He did have his moments against Tyson Fury, and that just showed you that Tyson Fury himself was overrated. Tyson Fury himself was overrated. And I made videos about that too. Plenty of videos. If y'all follow the channel, y'all know how I feel about Tyson Fury. He's probably the most overrated boxer in boxing history. Deontay Wilder is probably second. But nevertheless, Tyson Fury put the hype job to bed when he knocked out Deontay Wilder in their 3rd fight, putting that rivalry to bed. And Deontay Wilder and his supporters, they came up with every excuse in the book, from Glovegate to his entrance ring attire, like the little costume, his little Halloween costume that he wore. He wore a Halloween costume to the ring, and they said that it was too heavy. They said the Halloween costume was so heavy that it drained him of all his energy, and that's why he lost the fight against Tyson Fury, because he was drained of all his energy from having to walk to the ring in his Halloween costume. Why are you wearing Halloween costumes, bro? Anyway, and that's no excuse. Carrying walking down to the ring in a costume that I'm sure you tried on. If it was that heavy, why are you wearing it? They came up with every excuse in the book. It was too hot in the arena. It was too hot. The AC wasn't turned up enough. It was so many excuses of why he lost. No, you lost. You got whooped. You got whooped. You have no skill, and Tyson Fury had. Tyson Fury is, like I said, Tyson Fury is overrated too. But Tyson Fury is a way more skilled fighter than Deontay Wilder could ever dream of. Tyson Fury started boxing when he was a little kid. Deontay Wilder started as a 20-year-old. And I commend Deontay Wilder for doing what he's done for his family. But you don't have the skills, bro. You don't have the skills. And I really wish Fury didn't get to him before AJ did, because I wanted AJ to be the one to end that hype job. But Fury ended it. And a lot of Fury fans were saying, oh, they pumped up Wilder and said, oh, Wilder is unbeatable. He's unbeatable. Only Fury could beat him, because they were trying to push this narrative that Tyson Fury is the greatest heavyweight of all time. So, and Deontay Wilder is the hardest punching fighter of all time, and Fury was able to beat him. They tried to pump him up so much. But in December, we saw that all was a lie as well. Something that Deontay Wilder did not have the skills to do. But in my opinion, Zhang is about to end Deontay Wilder. He's about to finish Deontay Wilder once and for all and show the entire world that Wilder was a hype job. He was a hype job from the beginning. He was never that guy. And we're about to see Deontay Wilder end it for good. We just saw Tyson Fury get finished by Usyk. I don't think Usyk should even give him a rematch. You just proved that Tyson Fury was a hype job. Zhang is about to prove that Deontay Wilder was a hype job. He's about to knock him out, man. I don't see this fight going past 5 rounds. I got Zhang inside of 5 rounds knocking Wilder out. And after Saturday when Zhang puts this hype job to bed, man, I want an apology, man. I want an apology from the Joe Rogans of the world. I want an apology from the Sylvester Stallones, from the Andrew Schultz, from the Shakur Stevensons, from all these guys that tried to hype up Tyson Fury and hype up Deontay Wilder. We haven't heard from these guys since Usyk whooped Tyson Fury. We haven't heard from him. And they've been in hiding. They won't speak about it. But when you look at the actual facts, if you put Deontay Wilder in the 1990s, he's not even a top 10 fighter. He's not even a top 10 fighter. I think Lennox Lewis dominates him. Evander Holyfield dominates him. Mike Tyson would dominate Wilder. Riddick Bowe would knock him out within 3 rounds. Even a old George Foreman would have knocked out Wilder. I feel like Michael Moore would have whooped him. Or Tommy Gunn, he would have put them hands on Wilder. You know Ray Mercer would have whooped him. Merciless Ray Mercer would have beat the brakes off of Deontay Wilder.
And all it was easy pickings for Ray Mercer. Here he is just connecting with shots, unanswered punches, out on his feet and hurt is Tommy the Duke Morrison. A lot of shots from merciless Ray Mercer. Too many punches. Here it is again. The heavy shots from Mercer. The combinations. Morrison is trying to tie up but just can't do it. Tony Perez needs to step in, and that's all. That's enough.
We'll be back.
Wilder coming back, our American heavyweight coming back on the 15th. Is it hard to come back from a KO loss and still be
No, what
yourself?
is hard to come back is you got to learn how to fucking box before you come back.
Thank you, Ray.